Cynthia.
And I'm Chris.
And we're the Hanier Family.
And for those of you who are new here, welcome. Let's enjoy some great music together.
Yeah, so what do we got for the Goonies this time?
Well, today we are going to check out two bands.
Yeah.
Both of whom have a song that Mr. Heath Palace has asked for.
Yes.
Nobody else. The first one is a band called The Murder Chord. Chord. The Murder Chord. I'm sorry. And they have a song called Fill Up the Tin.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know exactly how this connects to cannabis use, but this is 420.
Yes, it's 420. So happy 420.
Happy 420. And this is why we're giving Heath two of these songs, because they're short for one, and two, well, they're both meant for 420.
Yeah, he said they would be good ones for 420. So we figured we'll get into that.
So we're taking Heath at his word that this is a 420 song.
Yeah.
Yeah. We trust you, man.
Of course.
So this one's called Fill Up the Tin. We're going to do another one by Roofdog.
Called Slap on the Wrist.
Slap on the Wrist.
Yeah.
So let's get into this. So here we go.
Flatmate walks in, eyes ablaze, asks me about my day. He said, hey Dave, I'm gonna fill up the tin on payday. He said, hey Dave, how was your day? I'm gonna fill up the tin on payday. I said, okay, but when you fill up the tin, by the time I get home, it's empty again. PlayStation, it's not quite the same with an empty tin on Sunday. And in your heyday, you used to fill up the tin quite often. But in the long run, just how long has it been since you filled up the tin at all? I think maybe it's time we packed it all in. Empty the tin and start over again. And please save me from going back downstairs and dipping into my purse for the 100th time this year. And I don't even care if the tin is left bare. Fill up the tin on payday. I know that you're dry, you can have some of mine. Fill up the tin on payday. This time I'll just have red wine, but fill up the tin on payday. There'll be no red cards, no sin bin. Fill up the tin. Flatmate walks in, eyes ablaze, asks me about my day. He said, hey Dave, I'm gonna fill up the tin on payday. He said, hey Dave, how was your day? I'm gonna fill up the tin. I said, okay, but that's what you always say, that you'll fill the tin up someday. Yeah, but lately, just how long has it been since you filled up a tin at all? And in your heyday, you used to fill up the tin quite often. But in the long run, just how long has it been since you filled up the tin at all? I think maybe it's time we packed it all in. Emptied the tin again, pull out the pen, breathe it in. Please save me going back downstairs, dipping into my purse for the 100th time this year. And I don't even care if the tin is left bare. Fill up the tin on payday. I know that you're dry, you can have some of mine. Fill up the tin on payday. This time I'll just have red wine, but fill up the tin on payday. There'll be no red card, no sin bin. Fill up the tin.
That was a lot of fun.
That was, for sure.
His vocal's really good on this. I like that a lot.
It was really well done, yeah.
And the energy of that song, wow.
Now, I couldn't get over the sound of the piano being smashed on one side every second beat.
Yeah.
Boom.
But I mean, the energy was so good.
Yeah.
You know?
It was great fun.
And obviously it was, his friend showed up, eyes ablazing.
Uh-huh. And
he said, oh, I'm going to fill up the tin on payday. And then he's like, hey, you always say that. When's the last time you actually did it? Mm-hmm. And then they just go ahead and, empty the tin and start all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that, right?
Something to that effect, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. But this is a fantastic song. I'm really happy we checked this out.
Yeah, well, filling up the tin on payday.
I know Heath has been asking for Murder Chord for quite some time, so it was about time.
It's very interesting for sure. We definitely want to hear more.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's check out Roofdog, see what they did with this slap on the wrist thing.
Slap on the wrist. Well, we are definitely interested in that one.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and do it. This is Roofdog with Slap on the Wrist.
Suppose I'm looking quite shady. What's your problem, officer? Why are you here, boy? What is that shit I can smell? I've uncovered your stash, boy. Are you ready for your night in hell? When will you let me out of here? I need a joint, I need a beer. When will you let me out of here? For your cannabis laws, I just don't care. I just don't care. Now I'm down in the station. They got my belt, they got my shoes. I'm stuck in a concrete cell. It's cold and I feel rude. Let that be a lesson, son. Hope you will learn from your mistakes. Well, you can get fucked, sir. I'm going home to get stoned with my mates. When will you let me out of here? I need a joint, I need a beer. When will you let me out of here? For your cannabis laws, I just don't care. I just don't care.
That was so great.
That was fun.
Oh my gosh. I love the musicianship on it.
Yeah.
I love the energy. And of course, I mean, the story was fun. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, was it ever fun to listen to?
It was kind of fun.
Obviously.
Except the guy got arrested.
Well, yeah, he got arrested, but I just love how they did the story because he's like, when will you let me out of here? I'm going to go home and have a joint and a beer. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh.
Well, you know.
I don't care for your cannabis laws, he says. No, me either.
Well, you know. Just
You
how it
know,
is.
that's at least nowadays in Canada, you can't get thrown in jail over that. But
Yeah. Well,
You
they're
know.
trying their best to legalize it in most countries now.
Yeah.
I imagine the religious ones are going to have a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
And, well, one of them used to be the United States.
well, yeah, things are a little different there.
Well, we're half the country now. 23, I think, states have legalized cannabis now?
Yeah, and honestly, over there, the president had turned around and said nobody's going to jail for a joint anymore. Period.
Yeah. Well,
You
he's
just- you
trying to,
can't-
and they haven't really still
No, they still-
deregulated.
Exactly. That's the problem, is that the federal government feels one way and the states all feel their own way, and I don't know. Just
Yeah.
a mess.
Well, it's just the DEA doesn't want to deschedule it from Schedule 1,
It's
which
just a
means that
mess.
you can't study it. And if you can't study, you can't learn any of the benefits. And therefore, you never learn anything about cannabis.
It took a while here too, and it's still not exactly where it should be.
No. And
Quite honestly.
And honestly, we're still relying on the United States to give us the information we need about cannabis. For some reason,
I don't know.
For some reason, we can't do our own studies. I'm not sure.
I just find, I know here in Canada, there's been some issues still with the illegal market, and that's because of the fact that things were not done right in the first place.
That's true.
But that's my opinion.
Well, there's a lot of middlemen involved in the government function of cannabis sales.
Yeah.
In Ontario, at least.
But for us, luckily, it's legal here, and I'm able to use it for medication for my pain, and it's very helpful. And that's why we celebrate 420, because it made such a difference in our lives.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
Yeah, but these songs were fantastic musically, and the story, everything was great.
Great fun, for
Just
sure.
loved it. So thank you very much for those 2 requests. It was very much appreciated.
Yes, thank you so much. They were about weed.
Yes. And please don't forget to check us out over on Patreon. It's $3 a month, and we're adding things there all the time. Also, like and subscribe to the channel and become one of our Goonies. Share with your family and friends. Click the notification bell if you don't want to miss a video. And don't forget to enjoy yourself. Later.
Later.